Hello, this is Drew Kramer, and today we'll be graphing two cosecant graphs. And the first one we're going to do, I kind of set it up already, is y equals cosecant x, and that's just the basic one. So your a is going to equal 1, because it's just a regular cosecant graph, and your b is also going to equal 1. And this cosecant graph is basically, the reciprocal of that is just cosecant x equals 1 over sine, because sine is just, it's 1 over sine. The period is going to be 2 pi, and to start graphing this, we have to put our amplitude, which is 1, so 1 and negative 1. And then the next thing we do is put down the graph. So we have pi and 2 pi. So then there's no vertical shift, so our line where it crosses the x-axis is going to be right here. So then you start here, you put a point here, here, and this is going to be your line. This is going to be your sine graph. This is not your real answer. Your real answer is after you draw the asymptotes. So your asymptotes is every time it crosses the x-axis. So this is so once you do that, you're gonna have this, then you're gonna have which is going to be your real answer, because this is the sine graph and then this is the cosecant. And then the next problem we're going to do is y equals 2 cosecant 1/2 x plus 3. So the first thing you got to recognize is, once we put this down, is that the vertical shift is 3. So right off the start, whenever it crosses the x-axis, it's going to be on 3. I'll just throw 2 more. And then the amplitude is 2. So to find the amplitude, we start at 3, do plus 3 plus 2 equals 5, then 3 plus 2 equals 1. So it's going to be 5 and 1. This is where your points are going to be, because it has to go 2 up and 2 down. The next thing you do is find your period. Your period is 4 pi, because your b is 1/2, so it's 2 pi over 1/2, which equals 4 pi. So since your period equals 4 pi, you're going to do you have 2 pi 4 pi. So the next thing you do is your first point is going to be on the 3. Your second point is going to be on the 5. And it's going to be in the middle right here. It's going to be on the 1 down here. It's going to be on the 3 up here. So this is also not your answer yet. This is just the sine graph of it. And your asymptotes are every time it crosses the x-axis. So here, here, and here. So then what you do is next is you graph the actual cosecant graph, which is the opposite, which is the reflection. So this would be, I'm gonna graph the actual answer down here. We're gonna have 1, 5, 3, 2 pi, 4 pi. Then you're gonna have the line at 3. We're just not even gonna mark these points, or we're not gonna draw that line. So we're just gonna go down at 4 pi, go down at 2 pi, go down here. And instead of drawing this line, we're gonna say that point at 5, that's where it's gonna be. And you just go like this, make sure it doesn't cross the asymptotes. And then you have a point at 1, which is gonna go down. So you have a point here, which goes like this. And both of these graphs, the first one, which is y equals cosecant x, they're both odd. So they're both odd. And that's how you graph two cosecant graphs.